Welcome back. We just had a very insightful session with Pastor Bankole, who shared us spiritual insight into how to win in 2026 spiritually. But either way, we're now bringing it into practical terms where we're going to win real time. We have our guest, Dr. Silvanus Ogbo, the MD CEO of Soleta Foods Limited, is here with us, a thought leader with decades of experience, who's got practical example and testimonials of the lives he has changed over time. He's an entrepreneur and advocate for sustainable development goals with a strong focus of food security, personal growth, and of course, economic empowerment. Good morning and a happy new year, Dr. Silvanus Ogbo.
Good to see you in the new year.
It's good to have you
Sugar,
here.
how are you doing?
Very, very great. Never been great. It's 2026.
Yeah.
And I feel so excited. A whole lot is about this year, 2026.
So all we want to do this year is to win. All I do is win no matter what. You get it, right?
win.
Okay, so as we step into the new year, many people are full of hope, but they are unsure of direction. So from your experience, what does it really mean to win in a new year?
Win is very personal. Win is also existential. You win when you are probably going through a challenge or you have a difficult time.
Yeah.
You coming over from 2025 now, there are challenges you face, and your ability to overcome them, jump the hurdles, you've won.
Yeah.
But you see, these are personal things to you. As individuals, we have our successes, we have our failures, we have our wins. As a community, we have, as a nation, we have. So depending on who you are talking to, success or win mean different things to different people. And also, you have to factor in within a time frame. That's why I say it's existential. The challenge in the country in 2025, no money, transport, wahala, and all those ones. So for some people, if life eases off, you get a pay rise. Oh, you get a contract, buy a car, build a house, get married, Those are wins for different people, different days for different folks.
Yes, different strokes for different folks.
And people tend to start strong every end of the year. As people who probably wants to focus on either going to church or going to the gym the first year. So January, everybody just all focus. So what exactly must we do this year, 2026, so we don't lose momentum? So what we know that once we start, we keep it from January 100 straight down to December.
Yeah, the mistake a lot of us make is that we think that a year, for instance, is a 100 meters dash, but it is not. It's not even a relay race. It's a long distance race. So that is the way it is. So we all come into the new year after all the hype, the motivation, and all the, pushing and determination and all. But you see, in life, for us to succeed, you need a desire, you need an action, and you need to be consistent. Desire will help you to start. It kickstarts you. It's the fire that keeps you, which most of us do have, because, would have been told, come with your 5 goal settings for 2026. And Pastor has prayed for you. This is your year of increase. This is your year of greatness. This is your year of manifestation. Boom, 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 all those ones. Those are what I call motivation. Motivation can inspire you, but it is temporary. So you must be able to put a desire, action, and consistent. That's why I say life or 2020 is not going to be a question of a 100-meter dash. It's going to be a year of 12 months. Even government will say 4 quarters. So you need to be able to build your habit, build yourself to sustain yourself. Don't take the opium of Happy New Year. Happy New Year is an opium. It wanes off. But after it has waned off, it takes discipline to remain consistent. And it is consistency that can compound your results, which will show at the end of the year. It's good to be excited into the new year. Nothing wrong with that. But you need to stay there. You need to stay there and remain consistent. Keep showing up, whether you feel right or wrong, whether it is convenient or not convenient. And that's the really meaning of discipline. The way I define my own discipline is your ability to do what you need to do, whether it is convenient or not.
Oh, nice. That's
Growth actually comes out of our comfort zone. But we take policies, we take decisions, we set goals that will leave us and dwell in our comfort zone.
okay.
We must grow through pains, grow through challenges, not go through. You know the word say go through.
Yeah.
You don't go through pains. You don't go. You grow through pains.
Grow through
So,
pains.
I tell you out there, 2026 is not going to be served a la carte, but purpose in your heart that you will grow through the challenges that you will face. You will grow through the difficulties that you will face. That's what strengthens you. That's what builds your physical, financial, emotional muscles.
Okay, thank you so much for that, Sir. I remember last year you emphasized on the word desire.
Yeah.
And I took that strongly because you said entering into the new year, because you gave us that last year. Entering into the new year, we need that to be able to keep it going.
It's fire.
So yes. So how important is it for us to have these desires in order to shape the outcomes of our life or our reality for 2026?
You know, a lot of us, we come into life, and what do? We drift. Drift. What is drifting? We drift in place of thriving.
Yeah.
Drifting is you don't really have a desire, you don't have a purpose, you don't have a like you said, success.
Yeah.
You have not defined what success is to you. You have not defined, this is what I really want out of life.
Yeah.
We are into 2026 now. Oh, I've set up targets, I've set up goals.
Yeah.
But are those goals, are they smart enough? Are they specific? I want to grow. Grow by what? Grow, is it physical growth? Remember in those days when Nigeria was dominating the under 17, and there was this player, Nota Monike, who instead of growing upwards, he was growing sideways because he underestimated his age. So we must be specific. If you say in 2026, I want to grow, let that growth be measurable. Let it be very specific. Let it be something that you can achieve. Because the essence of it, and set milestones. 2026 is going to be a calendar of 12 months. But you must, whatever you want to achieve, break it down into activities.
Yeah.
There is what I call setting priorities.
Yeah.
Break down what you want to achieve into unit operations and begin to think them. That's what I call the 2-minute rule. What is the 2-minute rule? You know how you snack.
Yeah.
One key I must give to you that for anything you want to do in 2026, learn that habit of snacking. When you are snacking, you will just be eating unconsciously and you don't even know.
Yeah.
So the 2-minute rule says that break all your activities into a 2-minute thing. We procrastinate, we get defeated when we look at the entire assignment that we have, the goal that we have set for ourselves. It looks homogeneous and almost intractable. But if you break it down into milestones, you break down into subunits for everyone, something that I can do in 2 minutes and move on. 2 minutes and move on. That's why I call it snack. Let it be. Let it be. Your work be snacking on the work.
Okay.
You as you take this one, it's done. You put it aside, you move on to the next one. It builds an internal momentum, it builds motivation within you that begins to encourage you. Oh, if I can do this, I can also do that.
Yes. And it won't even be boring.
It won't be boring. So don't look at your target for 2026 as one piece.
Yeah.
Prioritize
And
it.
break it.
And one other thing I tell people is that you say whatever you want to do, pick 3 of those top priorities. Have top priorities. In other words, if I get these 3 things done. I am a successful person. I'm satisfied.
Welcome.
And each of those three, you now break them into time frame. Because you're not going to get them done in one day, in one moment. Still break them either to weekly or monthly or quarterly. Break them down. So that way it becomes easier. Each step you take, you call it milestone. You develop milestones along the line. So what your success is not going to be at the end of December. Your success is the progress you make on a daily basis.
Okay. Thank you so much for that.
Now
sir.
that we've talked about procrastination, I used to call myself the king of procrastination. 2025, I had lots of ideas, but turning them into results was a very big problem for me. Some of them executed, but there's a way you can execute something, but the results are not just adding up for you. So this year, 2026, I know I have lots of ideas again. So how do we make sure of that this year, 2026? I know there are a lot of people out there who are like me, who also feel like, what's happening? So how do we make sure that this year, 2026, we don't fall into the same trap of having lots of ideas and not able to turn them into results? Because sometimes we'll have these ideas and we execute, but the results are not adding up. You put in so much work and so much effort, and you look at, was it really worth it? So how do we make sure that this year doesn't end up like last year?
Yeah, two things I bring out from what you have said. One is procrastination.
Exactly.
The other one is results.
Yeah.
I tell people say I manage time. In addition to managing time, learn how to manage your energy. You have a day of 24 hours. Your energy level is not the same all throughout the day.
Sure.
You agree with me?
Yes.
So go beyond managing time by fixing time to, okay, this assignment I will do from 7 to 8, 8 to 9, 10 to 8. That's you are portion time, or we call it time blocking. You block your time, with activities. Go beyond that. Learn when are you at your best in terms of energy level, that you will be able to, achieve that result. Procrastination happens because you take your assignments or your tasks or your goals wholesomely. You take them holistically, break them into pieces. Something that can be done easily. You start small and start smart. Start small and start smart.
Yeah.
How do you start small? They say a journey of 1,000 starts with a step. So, and that desire is what kickstarts you. Once you can start and you get that small thing that you have done, it will encourage you, it will motivate you, and you move from one step to another. But what we do is that, maybe because I have a science orientation, there's what we call unit operation. You have a project, you break down your project into unit operations, activities. One activity leads to another, one leads to another, one leads to another. So as you take them step by step, take for instance, your madam in the house wants to cook soup. The art of cooking soup is not something that he can do in 1 hour.
Exactly.
He will have to plan. I need tomatoes. I need this. I need. So he will break them to all the activities that are involved in that cooking of the soup, and begin to do them one by one. He may even start the soup he will cook next tomorrow. He may even start it today. I go to the market, pick tomatoes, send it to the blender. I blend it. I put it inside the fridge. Do you understand? I boil the tomatoes. Then it's picking them operation by operation, activity by activity. It is the sum totality of the activity that will sum up to that project. So learn in 2026 for every assignment you have given yourself to break it into what I call subunits, into smaller activities, into milestones, and each one you achieve, you celebrate.
Achievable milestones.
Achievable milestones, something that you can do. That brings in what I also call the 2-minute rule. Each of them, break them down into what you can do in 2 minutes.
Okay.
It's not going to take you 1 hour, 1 year that you get tired, you get distracted and all. You keep doing them, but let them be sequential.
Yes.
And finally, there's what I call high impact activity. For everything you want to do in the year, for every project that you have, there is that thing among the things that when you do it, it is half done. Am I making any sense?
Yes.
So we call it the high impact activity. You must be able to prioritize your project, your goal, set in such a way that you will know which one is the most critical.
Yeah.
And once I get that step done, the
More like
rest
a-
will
more
begin
like
to
a scale
fall
of
in place. Like
preference.
exactly.
Yeah.
The starting block. Once you lay it,
Okay.
all everything will begin to fall in place. And nature has a way of helping us.
Okay, yes, so yes, because if we continue like this, we'll not be able to answer the rest of the questions because it's like kind of interwoven into each other. So let's take a pause there because we need to attend to other questions. You mentioned that consistency, you've really hammered on consistency, and that's a big game changer for anyone who wants to achieve something in 2026. Now, talking about the youth, the young ones, and who are entrepreneurs, and we are making things happen in our lives, everybody going individually to make things for themselves in the area of creativity, in different sectors. So what should be most prioritized for us as the younger ones? What should be most prioritized for us this first half of the year or this first quarter?
Yeah, this first quarter. In fact, it shouldn't be this first quarter.
For the rest of
Okay,
the
but I will say, okay, if you say it for this first quarter, but I tell people, and I say something, it is supposed to have been done even in December. A hunter does not get into the forest and start loading his gun when he sees the animal. You get what I'm saying now? He had already prepared his gun, his arsenal is ready. And the moment he enters the bush and the animal comes in, he strikes and he doesn't miss. What am I saying? Preparation goes ahead of success. So for everything, assuming you have not made any preparation, you need to go into that preparation now. Ask yourself, this is what I want to achieve for this year. First quarter, is about January, February, March, April. In the first month of January, list out the priority, the activities. That's what I do. If you come to an executive office, for instance, you will see a sticker somewhere, to-do list.
Yes.
To-do list. You must be able to reorganize yourself, your day, your month, your year into top priority. And in priorities such that, there's this law of Pareto's law. There is a way you look at your activities. You will use 20% of your efforts. Focus on what will give you the 80% results. You understand? That's why as executives, they are paid higher.
True.
They earn more not because they do the most hardest work. The greatest thing that any entrepreneur needs in life is ability to plan. Structure your day, structure your project on paper. And what I do, I call it the principle of, intention and reflection. I do it on a daily basis. So this is what I will sell out to, the young entrepreneurs. At the beginning of your day, take the first 1 hour of your 23 hours to plan how you will spend the 23 hours. Do you understand?
Yeah.
The first hour, it could be with that when you wake up, use that first 1 hour to plan how your next 23 hours will look like.
Oh.
And the last hour, the 23rd and the 24th hour, use it as a reflection to review the activities of the past 23 hours. So you see, every successful businessman, entrepreneurs, the Dangotes and all of them,
They do all of this.
That's
it
smart.
works for them.
That's really smart.
You call the first hour, you call it the hour of intention.
Our intention.
What do you want to do? You plan them out. Then the last hour is your hour of reflection. You review and see, how did I succeed in doing what I want to do? And that, by the time you review, it sets the tone for the the next day 1 hour.
So my intention, reflection, will set the tone for the
For next day. So when you
going
keep
on
doing
and on.
that consistently,
Yeah.
you will never miss it. So you will never get discouraged. Because for every day, there are 1 or 2 things you would have succeeded in doing.
Actually.
Call it your gratitude pad.
Yes,
You
my
jot them
journal.
out.
I love this hack. Yes.
Or I call them, your president will say, my bragging rights. So those are the things you have succeeded in doing. They become your gratitude part. Oh, thank God I was able to do this now.
Yes.
So you hype on what the positive that you are able to do. You will restructure the weak part that you are unable to do and bring them forward.
Wow, that's a very safe act. My 2026 is made already.
Anyway, let's dive into something, something relating to you right now, your profession, food security and national development, real quick, all right? Because every time we read the news, you hear things like, there's going to be food insecurity in so country, especially some African countries. And it keeps me wondering, like, okay, what can an individual do to actually to make sure that we have this food security, especially coming this 2026?
I would tell the average person there, yes, we call government. But, in countries that have been able to overcome this, 60% of the efforts come from individuals, entrepreneurs. The part for the government is for, infrastructure, guarantee your security, and make certain, maybe a fund more accessible. But I would recommend for every Nigerian in particular, DIY, do it yourself. And what is DIY? I must become a food technologist or a food scientist by fire, by force. How? You must, as a woman, you know that tomato is expensive. You understand? And the cost of going to my 12 and all the rest. Why don't you plan out maybe once in a month? You buy bulk. When you buy this bulk, you wash it.
And dry it.
Grind it,
okay.
Dry it, or steam it and keep inside your freezer.
Freezer.
On a daily basis, you can keep doing so, because when the food insecurity is a chain that covers maybe the farmers, the house wife, the one who is supposed to be in the cold chain, maybe the man who is selling it to the leaves to you fresh. You understand? So if every one of us get involved along the line, we will just discover that it will be easier. What is making it so compounded right now is that we all feel it is a government assignment. For instance, why must you be going to market maybe once a week? You can't afford to do it once in a month. Bulk purchase. Do you understand? You can even organize a community of women like you, and you do that. Some of us do it even during the Christmas, but it's something you can do across on a daily basis. It doesn't have to be the festive period, because you eat every day.
That's true.
So for those of us who have houses and property, begin to plant these tomatoes, begin to plant this effort, begin to plant this okra. I think one of these I will snap my immediate environment.
Okay, we have in my house.
I have yam, I have bitter leaf, I have these basic things. I plant them all around me. I plant them around me. So that would be the best way. And even if food insecurity is not because food is not available, but when it's available, we are unable to preserve. So in your own little way that you can preserve that food, you extend the shelf life. You are reducing the food insecurity. So everybody must get involved.
Yes, everybody must get involved, because it's actually important. Because
we also waste a lot too.
Actually, we do, but we
waste a lot.
The reason we need education on this and more awareness, especially for those in the food market chain. All right, finally, before we wrap this, it's going to be 2 questions in one, and we have to make it brief, because yes, we have to make it brief. So what is that one message that you have to give to someone who is listening, who has already projected that I've been trying this and trying this, it's not working, and in 2026 the person is having in mind that this plan I have is also going to fail, just like it has been failing. And what is your New Year message to the viewers watching you right now to wrap up?
Change your mindset. For me, no. Where you had no in 2025, translate that no to next opportunity. It does not mean that you cannot do it, but it's telling you that it's another way, there is another option through which you can try. So even if you did it and you did it well in 2025, you can still do it much better. And endeavor to ensure that you are a better version of yourself on a daily basis. Growth, I jokingly tell people, growth has progress, even call it growth, call it progress. It's not visible, it's intangible. But what it does is it compounds. So when you do it on a daily basis, keep pushing.
Keep pushing.
That you didn't succeed last year doesn't mean you won't succeed this year.
Yes.
The events of last year are not the events of this year. And as a man thinketh in his heart, so he is. You must be able to picture the future you want to feature in. So for me, 2026 is a wonderful year. It's going to be a great year, fantastic year in all around. That's what the kind of mindset I want everybody to go through. Once 2025 was a dark year for us, but the darkest hour nearest morning. So it means that we are closer to the light.
Yes, we're closer
in 2026.
No, me, I'm with my torch and my camp light, carrying my solar light and everything. Thank you so much, Dr. Sylvanus. On behalf of Dr. Sylvanus and the entire crew right here in the studio, we are wishing you clarity. We are encouraging you to stay strong and keep being you, stay authentic. And like he said, 2026 is already a wonderful and a great year. And we wish you and everyone watching a purposeful, faith-filled new year. And may this be a sound of hope, dignity, clarity, encouragement, and many more blessings. Thank you so much. And this is where we call it a wrap for today. Yes, it's the new year. We are diving right in.
Happy New Year.
Sugar is very excited, actually. I don't know why. Probably maybe you started to hit the gym, or I don't know.
But me, I'm a gym rat anytime, any day. So it's not even part of my...
You're a gym rat. Okay. So for me, I'm also going to keep fit. I keep fit every time now.
You look fit already.
Oh, shit.
Don't disappear. Just stay the way you are. Just eat healthy.
Is there? I should not disappear. Don't worry.
But one thing I'm going to do this year, though, is my diet, right? I'm going to keep to my dietary plan, more protein, and try to lose the carbs. And try to gain some lean muscles as well.
Yeah, as for me, I think I'm going to keep myself really sane. I really want to do solo trips a lot and just practical, adventurous travels for me, though.
I have a guy for you for that, though. There's one of my friend who wants to go on it. He's a travel blogger.
Oh, nice.
He's looking for someone who he can travel with.
All right, that's what we have for you today, and we call it a wrap. I'm your ray of sunshine and official mouthpiece, T-Shine. I'm going to be seeing you tomorrow, though.
And of course, I'm the Sugar of Lagos. I see you. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year. Bye.